Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. And today we are doing an amazing race draft because the new season starts on Wednesday, 90-minute episodes.
Y'all, it's here. It's time for a new season of Amazing Race. So excited. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
Yes.
We're doing another draft. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/nerdtainment. Okay, go, Sarah.
Oh my God, we're rusty. David took the summer off. What are we even doing? Okay, we're back at it. We had an exciting draft last night is what I was going to say, or yesterday for Survivor. And so I'm excited to now do Amazing Race, have all our teams ready. I've got some faves, but I bet I'll lose them all.
I know.
Hi to everyone in the chat.
Hi, everyone.
Let's bring in our panel because there's some of our faves. We're so excited. Two of our favorite racers from two different teams. Please welcome James and Cayla.
Yay, the dynamic duo.
We know you've missed us.
Yes, we have missed you guys. We're so excited to have you back for this season. You both kicked both of our butts last draft.
We're back for revenge.
I was like, wait a minute, why did we bring you guys back?
I feel like halfway through the season, you should implement like a new twist where you can like swap a team out with someone else.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Make it interesting. Make it dramatic. We love that.
Yeah, a twist. someone who like has no points or like who's last can steal someone from a winner. Like, yeah, I'm into it. I'm gonna think about that. So, well, first off, how are you guys? Cayla, how's Florida? How's life? What's going on?
It's good. Me and Colton bought a home, so we're just, endless projects, which I believe James and Will are in the same exact boat. But no, just hanging out. I mean, summer is basically over. I'm ready for not 99 to 100-degree weather, but yeah, it's good living down here in Florida.
Yeah, Florida has had it really hot.
Yes.
From what I hear. James. Yeah. James and I went to a drone show over the weekend, which was very cool.
So cool.
It was so much fun. I mean, it's like awkward watching it without the sound, but it was still really cool.
And Bertram was there, I saw. You lucky bucks.
Yes.
That's
catching up with Bertram and Elise was like the best surprise of the whole drone evening. And even like Matt, one of the producers, was there, and it was just like a little, Amazing Race reunion.
Where was it?
It was in Hollywood, like pretty much over Hollywood and Highlands, but we viewed
at the high school
in Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, Hollywood High. Yeah.
Cool. It was very cool. I did not know what to expect from a drone show in person. It's very like incredible, but how they.
I've seen they've done them a bunch of places for like 4th of July. Like I know New York does like a lot of them, and I've always thought that it's so cool. And then I saw that on y'all's Instagram. I was like, dang, I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was a good time. You were missed, Cayla.
Oh, good. I'm just kidding.
David, you were missed too.
Good. Just kidding.
James, what else is going on? How's life? You also bought a house. What's going on?
Yeah, life is good. Yes, we bought a house. It's been a lot of work, but it's been fun. Like we just finished painting. You can see like kind of the color behind me, and now it's about furnishing. We have a 3-bedroom place, so it's been fun keeping us busy. I'm working a job right now. I'm casting a really fun new dating show, and so it's fun to stay in the unscripted world, even if I'm not in front of the camera, but behind the scenes. It's fun. Never a dull moment.
Yes, certainly not in casting.
Exactly. You meet very interesting people.
I can only imagine.
I wonder who said that about Cayla and I in the casting. Like these pictures are crazy.
Well, James, you were the winner last year of the draft. So you get the choice to get first pick or fourth. As a reminder to everybody, we go down the list and then snake back. Fourth gets to pick fourth and fifth. So, what is your choice, sir?
It's tough because I think this cast is stellar. Like they knocked it out of the park. Like every single one of these teams, I find something really rootable about them, very endearing. I'm intrigued to know more about their relationship and their dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's 13 new teams, the first time there's ever been 13, more teams to choose from. So I'm like, do I want to go fourth where I can just pick 3 teams right off the bat, but then potentially lose out on my favorites from the jump?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then right before we went live, Cayla's like, I like to think about who James
Gosh, you got in your head.
But is it reverse psychology? Is she saying that? I don't know. The game is afoot. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I will go first.
Okay, all
There's
right.
one team in particular that I don't want to lose, and maybe it's just because I love them already so much that I'm like, I don't want to lose them.
Okay. All right, that's strong. All right, so that means James going to go first. Cayla will go second. David, you will go third. I'll go fourth. I like some people too. I hope that they're still there.
There's a lot of good ones. Like, I mean, I feel like that way every season.
Wait, oh my gosh. Now you're
Are you sure, James? I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you need that one team, you take it. It worked for you last time because you took the winners right away.
You did.
Wait, hold on. Let me do the math. We go first. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Typical 5. James, the strategy king.
Yeah,
you know what? Screw it. Let me go fourth.
Oh,
whoa.
bold.
Okay.
Oh, we've influenced you so easily.
Why not shake it up? Yeah, let me go fourth.
Okay.
So do I go first?
Cayla. Yeah, so Cayla will go first. David will go second. I'll go third. James will hit us up fourth. Let me also do a plug. James was so helpful today with getting birthdays of the cast. So I do have some astrology information, but I have to sort of do math and figure out years to get moon signs and things like that. So if any of the cast ends up watching this and wants to actually give me more time, like information about your birthday, find me on social media, private message me, and so I can do your charts properly. That's my PSA.
I love this so much.
All right, Cayla.
Okay.
Who you first?
I am shocked because I definitely thought James was gonna want to go first. So like I had like my backup first choice, and now I'm questioning if who I want to take. Who I thought James was gonna take. So
no,
I'm gonna talk it out loud. So I'm torn between 2. I am really like my gut is telling me Rob and Corey. That's the father-daughter, the dad and son. The dad's deaf. I saw that they're gonna have like ACL interpreters, which is like super incredible. And then I'm torn between the female team, Morgan and Lena, just because Lena watched 27 seasons in like a 2-month period. So like, she's going to be like attentive to detail. And like, if you really are like a super fan of the show and they're a female team, which I really, really want, but then I'm just like, I don't know. And Corey's giving me like Colton vibes. Like he looks like Colton and he's so attractive. So I'm just like, I'm like, do I root for the boyfriend lookalike?
Yeah.
But
I can't help you because I definitely want one of those teams. So,
but I think I'm going to go with my gut.
Okay.
And
so hard, huh?
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Morgan and Lena. I think I'm gonna do the female team because I think it's time. And I don't know. I'm gonna go with Morgan and Lena.
I love it. Get 2 ladies off the table right away.
Yes, I want them. Dibs.
What is it? Was there anything specific that jumped out about them out of our lady teams?
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Okay. I have to stick with it because the one thing on like the little Instagram when it was like, oh, most likely to lose something, they were teasing. She's like, I lose everything, and I'm like, that's not a good precursor. But I'm gonna go with it. But no, it's just the attention to detail. She said she watched 27 seasons in 2 months.
Yeah.
Like if you watch the show, you know the show. Like I feel like after like the initial excitement wears off after like 1 and 2, like you can go back to your roots of like knowing the show and just paying attention to detail. So yeah, I'm doing it. Morgan and Lena.
I think it's a good pick with the research. I mean, obviously that worked
Yeah.
for James and Will. They did their research and they knew how the race was supposed to be run. So that's I almost don't believe that she watched 20 however many seasons in 2 months. I'm like, is there even that many hours in 2 months? But that's like an insane amount of research to have done. And I feel like having that familiarity with the race will make, because they don't strike me as like the most athletic team, you know, on this roster of teams, but that knowledge of the race, I think, will make up for what they maybe lack in the physical department.
And it's true. I mean, like they even Team Guido in season 1 said you don't have to be the smartest. Oh, you don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be this frick, I'm already butchering that.
Yeah.
They said something along the lines of like, you don't have to be the smartest and you don't have to be the strongest. Oh, you don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the strongest. You just have to be the smartest.
There you go.
Like Phil said, the whole thing can be walked and won, you know? So it's not, I don't know.
And knowing the show is so crucial in just your confidence, like going into it, like being aware of the format, how things work, and like putting yourself in that shoe and those shoes as a viewer, I think is so helpful.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and I'll call it now. If they don't take it all, it's because one of them lost something. I'll remember this moment, but fingers crossed that Lena nor Morgan lose anything.
They're so beautiful. I love a sister dynamic because you can be brutally honest with your sister and like make, you know, kind of make things happen. I don't have their birthdays. So, hey, Morgan and Lena, let me know your birthday so I can do your shit. Great. Yeah. All right. We got that getting going here. David.
Alrighty. I am going to go with another sibling team for my first choice. I'm picking Alexandra and Sheridan.
Ooh, is it because of the glasses, David?
I love the glasses. You know we love a nerd on this channel, and they strike me as nerdy. They're giving me Leo and Alana vibes. We loved Leo and Alana their season.
Yes.
I would love for them to like one-up them and win the season. But I just love like, they work at the same business. They share an apartment. What you were just saying, Sarah, about like the communication between siblings, like they must be so attuned to one another. And like just the communication, I'm sure, is just like crazy good between the two of them. So I have high hopes for them.
And I also liked in their parade interview, they were asked like which team dynamic reminds you of the most or whatever. They said Ishwar and Aparna. So when I first saw them, I thought the same thing, especially because of how close they are. They're both smart. It just reminded me a lot of Ishwar and Aparna's dynamics.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, we love a nerd. Love this choice. We do know that Alexandra's a Capricorn. Sheridan is a Taurus. That's some good grounded earth energy. But what I really love is that Alexandra's Mars is Aries. That's very competitive. And Sheridan's Mars is Aries as well. Right. So they're both super competitive. I love that on top of being nerds.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they live and work together, that's like two of the hardest things to do together. I mean, it's like literally 24/7. It's the like entirety of what you do with your life.
Yeah,
so if they can do that and not be at each other's throats, like, I mean, they'll probably work together like very
right. Because then it's like, I'm sure they're used to being at each other's throats sometimes, but they know how to get through that, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not going to be like what breaks them, like in like a pressure cooker moment. Yeah, I agree. That's a strong pick.
I mean, can y'all imagine living with your siblings? Like,
no.
No.
We did that growing up. I'm never doing that again.
like my sister is my bestie, but no, thank you. I am not gonna live with her. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. My first picks are still here. I don't know if I was just distracted by their eyes, but my first pick is Liam and Jeremy.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're kitties too.
Great choice.
They're very adorable. But so when I first read about them, they talked about how they had a broken relationship and they're just now getting back together over the last few years. But then when I watched their video, they're so supportive of each other. They were like giving each other compliments, and I just really enjoyed their vibes together. They're both Virgos. They're going to be good at any sort of puzzle or analytical thing that they have to figure out. Leo Mars, competitive. Sag Mars. Oh my God. Anybody with Sag placements is near and dear to my heart. So yeah, I'm excited about them. That's me.
They were my second pick. So
well, you can't have them.
Snatched them from me,
Yep.
but I mean, they're military vets. Like, look at them. They're like very in shape, young. They're going to be able to like handle all the physical demands of the race. So great pick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James, why are you not talking?
Oh, I'm just excited to pick my picks.
Oh, okay. You have nothing to say about these two?
I'll say it. I had
Okay,
them, so I like broke my teams down into like ideally first round pick, second round pick, third round picks, like, and in no particular order in those three categories. I did have them in my bottom third category just because the fact that they maybe didn't have the best relationship 5 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
This is a scenario that, like, I mean, it could test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their bond.
I think you learn a lot about your partner while running the race and how they handle stress. And if they are just kind of rekindling or reconnecting in some capacity, that could work against them.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it has the completely opposite effect, and like this, like brings them even closer than they ever imagined. And what they've made in 5 years, they double in like a 2-month time frame on the show. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I was like, gosh, that could go either way.
I know.
That relationship.
I hear you.
Hopefully they're more like the twins from last season, right?
Yeah,
Where
I was going to say, Emily and Molly, we were like, they don't even know each other. They're never going to communicate.
And they get crushed.
And then, yeah, that worked out really well for them. Okay, James. It is finally your turn.
Are your first picks still here?
Yes, they are.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with Rob and Corey. They're gonna be my first pick, and I was like sitting here. I was sitting here trying not to like make faces when Cayla was talking. So I was like, but I'm gonna pick Rob and Corey. I'm very excited to watch them race. I've had the pleasure of texting and like chatting with Corey a little bit about the race coming up, and they have a premiere party outside of LA, and they just seem like really great guys. And I'm excited to watch their dynamic play out on the race. And I have high hopes for these two.
Yes, same. Very high on my list. I'm very
they're gonna be like America's favorite. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn you, James. I really thought I was gonna get by without you scooping them.
Thank you, Cayla. And I for sure thought Sarah was going to take it when she was like one of my first picks. I was worried for a minute, but I'm going to take Robin and Corey before someone else does. And then my second pick, I have to pick Team Purple this season, Robin and Chelsea. And let me tell you why. I love their story. I love the fact that I think Robin used to bully Chelsea in school.
Yes.
And they've had this like turnaround comeback moment in their relationship to the point where now they're adults, they're moms, and they're friends. And Chelsea helped Robin through the death of her husband. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of heart behind this team. And then when Ileana was texting me the signs and birthdays of their fellow teammates, Robin and Chelsea are Leo and Cancer, which is exactly Will and I. So I'm thinking that could be a recipe for success in terms of their personalities and their horoscope.
I love that you put astrology into it, James. I'm
Yes.
so
I did
proud
that for
of
you, Sarah. I did that for you.
Such a well-rounded assessment.
Damn you, James. You took 2 of mine back to back that were going to be my second. Your strategy played out well.
What fun energy they have. I mean, this is just such a lesson. Don't be a bully when you're a kid. My gosh. Look, you might need to be besties as adults. But yeah, they've got some really fun astrological connections. Chelsea is either a Scorpio or a Sag moon. I bet you she's a Sag moon because that's why she wants to go on the race and would be up for this. They both have a Libra Mars, which means they are going to be such great partners to each other. Very excited about them.
I'm just looking at the fact that they are both stay-at-home moms, and I'm like, I know these women get stuff done. Like they just like day in, day out, if curveballs are thrown at them, and I think that those skills are going to come into play. I'm really excited to watch them.
And like to take an opportunity like away from like their kids, like they're going to make every moment like matter, you know, and like they're going to make their time like worthwhile, I think. And I also love how they nickname themselves the Cougars. Like, I think they're going to have fun, like while they do, like, I think they're going to be like a really fun team to watch. And I also, I just think I think they're going to be a strong one just because I do think 1, Team Purple, 2, I think that they're going to want to make their time away from like home and stuff like worthwhile.
Yeah.
Right.
And when they were asked what previous Amazing Race team their dynamic reminds them of most, they originally said the Biker Moms, and Chelsea clarified to me that they meant like the cyclists Kim and Allie from season 25. And Kim and Allie were badasses. So I'm excited to watch these two.
Yeah.
Good picks. Good picks.
Good picks. I can't believe this, but my top 2. I'm going to get my top 2. I'm so excited. You guys, hold on. Where's their picture? Because also, one of them is in the chat right now. Let me just fangirl out. Elizabeth and Ileana. I am so obsessed with this team already. The fact that Ileana has like 14 jobs just immediately made me go, oh my God, I love hustler energy. Who is this girl? And then as I was watching and researching and of course doing their astrology, Ileana, please tell me if I don't know. We need to talk about your chart because your chart is fantastic. It's so, she's got a Scorpio stellium and a Sagittarius stellium. Again, anyone with Sagittarius placement, I love you. I'm so excited. She's got a Venus-Mars conjunction in Sag. So competitive. I'm just saying too much. I'm just excited. Thank you for giving me my top 2 picks, guys. Very excited. Okay. Anybody else?
I look, I'm a sucker for a parent-child dynamic, and there's so many of this team.
They look like sisters.
Yeah, and I love their energy. And in one of their interviews, they talked about Rachel Riley. And when you reference the queen, you're automatically a queen. So I'm just like, I'm excited to see the energy that they bring. And plus, if I'm not mistaken, the mom, Elizabeth, is a super fan of the show. And then Ileana started watching during COVID and went back and rewatched the seasons and binged them. So they know the show and they're fans of the show. And I love that they're going to be able to live it now.
Yeah. And the mom's like a retired lieutenant. She's probably going to have like, you know, her shit together, like right, calm and composed. But then, I think Ileana is going to be like the fun one. I loved how she joked, like, you know, like what, like, you know, what do you want this for? What is the money? She's like, because I'm broke and I don't have to work 17 jobs. Like I need the money, which I respect. And I love someone who's just honest. Like, I need the money. Like I want to win for the money.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, they're both mom and daughter are both Scorpio suns. And like you just don't cross Scorpios. Scorpios will take you out and they're dramatic, and that's just fun for television.
Oh yeah.
Um Ileana is a Scorpio sun and moon, so double don't cross her. But Elizabeth is either an Aries or a Taurus moon. If she's an Aries moon, it's probably why she'd want to go on TV, because they're like, yeah, let's go. Lots of fun.
I'm putting it out there right now. I would love to see her on the Challenge USA if it gets to season 3.
Ooh, yes. I mean, first off, more representation.
Exactly.
Race.
That too.
Thank you. All right. Who's up next? David.
Me. Okay, I'm not going to get my second choice because Sarah took Liam and Yermi, but I will get my third choice, which is Todd and Ashley.
Ooh.
I love a husband and wife duo, a Kim and Penn, a Lewis and Michelle, a Justin and Diana. You know, lots of strong representation on the race from those pairings. And they've known each other forever. They met at like 15 years old, and now they're in their late 30s. So I have high hopes for them.
They also referenced themselves a few times as like the comeback couple. And so I feel like we've gotten a little tease in terms of their dynamic. And so I'm looking forward to learning more about what that means for them and their relationship and how that's going to either help or hurt them on the race. I think they're going to be a very multifaceted team, and I think they're going to be great TV.
I think they're gonna be great TV too. They're a hot little 38 couple,
right?
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
Together, like being together since 15.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think a lot of people are like hesitant with like the married couples because they're like the ones that could like maybe go at it. Like I know, like Sherry and Akbar, a lot of people were, you know, had their opinions about, you know, their interaction on their time on the race. But like I don't get that vibe from them. Like, yeah.
I know I have there. I love, he's a special ed teacher. I mean, that takes a special person to be able to do that. They might be good TV because it sounds like they've had marriage issues, right? Like they just been together too long or something.
Maybe that's what they were referencing, the comeback couple.
Yeah,
that's why I'm wanting to know more. They've left me intrigued.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They seem really fun. So
oh my gosh,
Todd bomb on us like a random episode, like, oh, we actually got divorced but got back together. People are gonna be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They came back to each other.
Yes.
That would be wild. Ileana said in the chat that Ashley is 6 foot, so she's about my height. And Todd is taller than Will. Will's 6'6", Todd is 6'7".
Oh my God.
Yeah, enjoy those European beds.
Oh wow. That's so tall. Oh my God. David is 6. Are you 6'5"?
6'5", yeah. So
oh my gosh.
And the showers and just all the things, the plane rides.
Oh, the plane rides especially, yeah.
Especially now that they're back to commercial. They don't get that like fancy private jet.
Yeah.
Cayla, is there anyone else left that you're excited about?
Yeah. So yes, actually, this team is the last team left in what was my original first rounds.
Ooh,
wow.
And that's gonna be Greg and John.
Good pick.
Ooh.
They're the brothers.
Yes.
They have traveled to Montreal, Thailand, Singapore, China together. They said that they still sleep in bunk beds when they visit home, like in the same room. So I just think that there's a massive advantage to a team that has traveled together because I'm known for like going on a lot of friend trips, but I'll be the first to tell you, like there are some trips that was my first and last trip with that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like some people you can travel with, some people you can't. And then the fact that they've done it to, you know, pretty significant distances and like locations. I think they're going to be really like, look at them. They're both super fit. They're like,
Yeah.
you know, 20s. Like they're going to be like a strong physical team,
Yeah.
but then also like just like from a travel, like culture shock, like kind of mindset. I think they're going to be really strong too.
I agree. I think the travel aspect, like you were saying, Cayla, is spot on. I think especially with the show going back to like that kind of format where you are booking your flights, you are having to take that initiative in terms of planning and preparation. They're going to know what it takes to kind of like outsmart the other teams just because of their travel experience. Yeah. And they're really smart. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think John works in tech. Like I think he works in the Bay Area. And he's so sweet. Will and I grabbed coffee with him like 2 weeks ago, and he's like one of the nicest humans. So I think they're going to be fun to watch. I think they're just going to enjoy the experience. And I would be shocked if they ever really fought.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Look at their sweet faces. They like have the kindest eyes. They both, John is a Pisces sun, but they both have Pisces placements, and Pisces are just some of the kindest, most nurturing
I'm a
people.
Pisces. They're water babies with me.
Water, yes. Very, sensitive, but like so kind and giving to other people. So I think they'll be lovely to watch. Cayla, you get to pick again.
Oh, I do?
You get to pick your last.
I was not expecting this. Okay.
Do not pick my last team that I like.
Okay. So I'm shocked that James did not pick this next team.
Oh.
Who?
Joe and Ian.
Don't.
Yes.
I thought for sure that was going to be your first choice.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm obviously rooting for them because we're family. Hello. We're from the same community.
Yes.
I just, in the preview of them at the start line, they already seemed to be kind of bickering with each other. And that was my only setback on why I didn't pick them, is because I feel like they're going to bicker a little bit.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm happy that you said that, because on the second leg, me and Raquel, they never showed it, but we got into it. Like, I mean, we were in tears, screaming at each other, but we got that out of the way early. And like literally the rest of the time was like an up and up for us. So maybe.
Yep, get it out first.
Yeah.
Maybe they fight in the beginning, but then have a full, well-rounded experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like the city boys. They met at the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought they were fun. I really liked their accent, and I don't know, like, to be engaged and then like get to do this, like what a freaking cool experience, you know? Yeah. And if they win, like imagine what amazing wedding they can throw. And like, maybe because I picked them, I'll get invited.
Yes. Just kidding. Yes. Future plans.
Maybe we'll see one of them get down on one knee at the finish line if they win the race.
Well, marry me again, engaged to me again kind of vibe. Yeah.
I was just watching the clip of, just so I could refresh my memory of what they said. They talked about communication is going to be the biggest thing for them on this race. And they kind of bicker about, like, it's playful bickering. I should say banter. It's like playful banter. And then I think it was Ian that talked about how he's going to be stressed all the time. So I'm like, if you're already kind of not like there with communication, I think it's going to be kind of a struggle.
Yeah. But I'm hopeful because, again, I can only speak to my experience, and me and Raquel's conversation was absolute piss poor at best in the beginning. But we got it together.
Oh, yay. Hi, Ashley. You guys have already been picked. You're already on the board. Thank you for joining.
You're on my team. Thank you for coming.
Look, here's what I know about, again, if I have the right information for your birth charts, Joe and Ian have quite a bit of air placements. That means, yes, they're going to bicker. They're going to both be very communicative. So expressing how they think and feel. They have Gemini Mercury and a Libra Mercury. But Ian is a Sag moon, hopefully, if I'm correct. So even though he's going to be stressed, he's going to be up for the adventure. He's also got a Sag Mars, super competitive. So I feel like once they just get going and understand what it is that they're doing, you got to get used to it after the first couple days, right? Then they'll get into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like one of those things where you like work in progress. Like you're just gonna have to find your footing and then hopefully recover quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Good team. Cayla is set. David, who is your last round?
Okay,
pick?
well, Greg and John and Joe and Ian were going to be my next picks. So
Yep.
thanks a lot, Cayla.
Sorry.
But you've cleared the way for me to pick perhaps my favorite team preseason.
Oh,
I think they're going to be such fun TV, Andrea and Milena.
yes, Billy John.
Yes.
Best friends.
Absolutely.
I love their job, tax examiner technician and
What?
director of credit management. No
Sure.
idea what those jobs are. I am excited to learn what they do. They don't want to be a mean team. I love that energy. Just look at them in this photo with the socks over the tights. Just everything's
Yes.
working for me. I love them.
Yes.
Agreed. Super fun. I think I have.
I also liked their answer in the parade interview that they did again about like which former team dynamic reminds you of them most. And they,
Mhm.
Melina mentioned Uchenna and Joyce, which is like
Oh,
Amazing Race royalty right there. The only
Right?
like,
Yes.
Amazing Race winners to ever race twice.
mhm.
And they talked about how Uchenna and Joyce like really pushed through when they faced adversity.
Yeah.
And she said, so I said, if we were ever to be faced with something like that, we would have to lean on how they got through it, especially when Joyce had to shave her head because that was a really
Yes.
tough decision. So even referencing like an OG team like that shows that they know the race. They
Right.
went way back. It wasn't like some, Cowboys or Globetrotters answer, which is like, I think those are big.
Yeah,
heavy
that's like
hitters.
OG answer.
Uchenna
Mhm.
and Joyce is like an OG, like you did your research. And so
Mhm.
I love these two already.
Yeah.
Melina is a Pisces. Andrea is a Capricorn sun, but she's got a Mercury in Sagittarius. So thank you. Gonna love that. She's gonna speak her mind. Gonna be very entertaining. Yeah, they from Philly. Come on, loving.
Yeah, they're
Good
gonna be
pick. Okay, wait, that's me. Who's mine? Who's still here?
There's 3 teams left.
3 left.
Our
We have
three
Jocelyn and
teams.
Victor,
Yep.
Joel and Garrett, Steve and Annalie.
Yeah.
Well, then, great. Because someone high up on my list is still here. Where are you? Joel and Garrett. Okay, let's
I
go.
was gonna pick them.
You may not. You may not have them. I mean, first off, the beard, amazing. Mustache, loving. But Garrett is a Sagittarius. Hi, love you. His Venus is also Sagittarius, and Joel has a Sagittarius moon. These guys are going to be my kind of entertainment. I'm very excited for them. I'm not sure how fit they are. They're
Team Dad
technically-
Bod.
Yeah. Team
Yes.
Dad Bod is technically one of the like older age brackets, even though I would never call them old. But I'm excited. I'm excited to watch them.
They do seem fun. They were not super high on my list because no shade, but visually they're giving first eliminated. I feel like we've seen teams that have this look, the long beard, that kind of like stereotype that goes with that. Haven't traditionally performed the best, but I hope for better for them.
Hey, on the
I
flip
don't
side,
think it's the beard.
let's not forget about the beard bros.
Yeah.
True.
I think they're going to be a team that will surprise people. I think because Joel, like this has been a dream of Joel's, and like watched it when he was in the military, and watching just his enthusiasm in the first 3 minutes, and he's saying like, this is the best moment of my adult life. Like they're really going to just relish in every moment, and it's just going to be such a positive experience for them. And because of their background in the military, like they're never going to have a give up mentality.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a can do.
And they served in the military together, right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
they
separately.
have that kind of advantage of knowing each other. I just feel like they're going to be a team that will surprise people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. Well, James,
Yes.
you get a choice of 2 teams.
And
because we have a
this
weird
is-
13.
this is tough
number.
because, again, I said from the beginning, all these teams
Yes,
are so
agreed.
likable right off the bat. Like there isn't
Yeah.
one team where you're like, oh, this is going to be an annoying team, or like this is
Right.
going to be a team that's going to be like bickering and fighting the whole time. Every single one of these teams like has potential to win it. And so it's hard to pick between the last 2 because Jocelyn and Victor, they're just so cute, so sweet. I
So
love
cute.
their love story. They work together, like they own a shop together, and like Victor just seems like he has a really funny sense of humor because he posted this reel about stacking watermelons and watermelons being like his biggest fear
Right.
in Amazing Race, and then splicing
course,
in
yeah.
moments from the race with watermelon. Like hilarious.
Yeah.
But I have a soft spot for Steve and Annalee because, again, there's so many parent-child dynamics this season. I think the most of any previous. And I love that. I'm just drawn to their energy already. So it's just tough.
Yeah. Victor and Jocelyn are going to do a podcast this year, I heard.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which honestly, I always think means that they place kind of well.
Right? That's I was gonna make that comment, but I didn't want
Yeah.
to be too like presumptuous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The people who go out the first like 3 legs rarely recap the season.
Right.
I've just noticed that.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a tough choice.
Mhm.
When I saw Anna was like cast for this, I was like, why does that girl look so familiar? And I feel like I followed her at one
Yeah.
point. And then I went and I looked and I wasn't already following her, but I'm like, God, I swear that I was though at
You've
like
seen her
one
stuff.
point.
Mhm.
Because yeah, she's like an influencer, a private flight attendant. So I mean,
Maybe you
she's
took
gonna
a flight
have some.
with her.
She's gonna
at
bring
some
some.
Yeah.
point.
What's that?
Maybe
You
you
guys
took a
could
flight
fly.
with her.
Right? I know. I'm like, I need to maybe look into private.
So, question, Sarah, because there's
Yes,
going to
sir.
be one team left over.
Yep.
Right.
How is this going to work?
The audience will get that team.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm.
Mhm.
Choices.
And sometimes
This
the
is
audience
choice of all
beats us.
choices here.
Mhm.
I think kind of going with the mentality that Cayla and I had in terms of like Greg and John, who have travel experience together. I think I'm going to pick Steve and Annalee as my last team because Annalee is such an avid traveler. And I think that's going to be of a benefit to them. So I think that will be my last choice.
Okay. That was tough. That is tough. That means that Victor and Jocelyn go to the audience, though, and they will be supportive. They will love it.
Well, listen, I'm like, dang, I should have chosen Victor and Jocelyn now.
I
They
know.
were honestly, they were last on my list, I have to say, because
okay.
they're the team that it doesn't feel like any part of their life has like directed them toward the Amazing Race. Like they're not military people, they're not athletes, like they're grocery store owners in Albuquerque. But like they're the real people that I feel like you want to do really well. You're like, just because they're like normal people, you know, and you're like, do well, like prove that anybody could win this race kind of a thing. But like now that you're saying they're doing a podcast, I'm like, they definitely do well.
Yeah.
Like
I have them in my second grouping just because, I mean, again, like if you're working together and married, like you're doing you're doing a lot of life together. So doing the race shouldn't be too difficult. I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Mike has
I like
a
how
good
you like
pitch.
described it. Yeah, they're just like, normal like a normal couple, like a normal family, which is like essentially how it all like started. There's like, yeah, there was something like missing that I was just like, something's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we love them. We're excited
We
to
do.
watch them, just like we're excited to watch Stephen and Lee
100%.
and the rest of this cast because it's going to be amazing. We're pumped about this season. 90-minute episodes. I mean, thank you so much. Are we going to have just a ton of like weird stuff that they have to do? Or are we going to get to know more of the racers, do we think? What do we think? 90 minutes.
I think it leaves room for story development in terms of like the team dynamic and relationships. But I also think it's going to go back to kind of like the OG seasons of seeing the travel more in terms of booking travel, downtime at airports. I think we're going to get more of
Hi, Molly.
that and seeing team relationships among the cast. So I'm excited that it's 90 minutes. I think we're going to get to know them a lot more in terms of previous seasons teams.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, that's what they should do with 90 minutes, right? A little bit extra time. Those first, the first half of the season, we don't get to see the middle of the pack teams very much.
Yeah.
So I hope we get more of that. No non-elimination legs. Pressure is on.
Commercial travel. I'm so glad we're back to
So
that.
with 13 teams, is there still just 11 legs or is there 13 legs?
I think there's 13 episodes, if I read correctly, which is also another Amazing Race first, but maybe I misread that.
Right, but just because there's 13 episodes, it still could just be like one mega leg. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I feel like we'll see mega legs.
So it's still like considered 11 legs.
Right.
Yeah.
There'll be a continue racing, right?
Yeah, I hope with 90 minutes it's more like character cast development. Like you get to see more of like the interactions, not so much like you get to a pit stop, you finish, you move, your clue. Like I hope it's a little like we get that. We get the flow of the Amazing Race. And like I love seeing the cool things that they get to do. But I more so want to see like, maybe like conversations that are happening between teams or conversations that are happening between like the partners, like more drama maybe.
Yeah. I want to see that fight that Cayla was talking about that didn't get shown on camera. I want to see that.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I had a lot of anxiety. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to look like a raging, you know what? Like that was not okay.
You're like, first episode coming out looking like a crazy person.
And then they did it. I was so shocked. But so it's like, I want to see more of that because I don't know. I feel like it spices up like, oh, they're not going to be able to pull through after that happened. Or like, I don't know, just it'll make it more like spicy.
Yeah.
I mean, and U-turn is back too. So I think drama will definitely come with that because it says there's a twist with how that works.
New twist,
Right.
Yeah.
James, do you have any intel on this new twist?
May or may not do, but I will not say. I'm excited to see how it plays out. You know, I love a good U-turn. So it's there for a reason. Use it.
Yeah, I'm going to be so disappointed if someone doesn't use it.
Oh, use it. Yes.
Use it.
I'd be mad if you do not use it. Although, what's the twist? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it, but use it anyway. Who cares?
I feel like it's going to be something like with a fast forward or like, what was the other thing? Fast forward.
Well, the Express Pass is back too.
Express. Oh, maybe I was confused with the Express Pass coming back, and I thought maybe that. Okay, yeah.
And I'm curious if the Express Pass, because I know in past seasons they've done it where like if you get the Express Pass, you also get like an extra one where you can like kind of like bait other teams with it to give it away so that another team has it. So I hope they do that too, because I'm a sucker for those social dynamics.
Yes, give it to us. We're so excited. Well, James, you've got your recap show, right?
Yes.
You're going to be covering the season.
Yes, so excited. We will be recapping all season long. We'll also be doing exit press. We're hoping to get some of the teams on to recap with us. It's going to be a great season. I'm really looking forward to it.
Fun, amazing. And obviously everyone should follow you and Cayla. Anything else you want to pitch to everybody, Cayla, or promote?
No, I'm honestly just excited to like go back to my old like couch potato ways
Yes.
and just be like invested and enjoy.
Yeah, just watch the show. Just enjoy.
Yes, just like get back to the roots of like I just love this show so much. So
Right.
I'm excited. And I'm just so excited it's like going back to like pre-COVID like stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm envious, but I'm super excited that, you know, these teams got to get like the real amazing
Right.
This is how I would put it. But
They have the full experience.
yes.
Well, David and I will be also recapping and covering the season all season long, as well as exit interviews each week. So excited for all of that. Thank you to everyone who joined us in the chat, teams and community alike. Thank you for everyone chiming in. If you're going to watch later, leave a comment. Who would you want on your team? Who's got the best team here? Draft picks. Let us know how you're feeling. And thank you guys, Cayla, James, David.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I'm so excited to see how we all do.
Yay.
Hopefully we beat you this time.
Oh my gosh.
I
At
feel
least
like
one of
everyone's
us.
teams are stacked too, which is nuts.
Yeah.
I
If
know.
James or I win, we're never going to be invited back.
Yeah. No, we will invite you back until we beat you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how competitive we are. Mhm. Exactly. All right, you guys. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.